So I finally got my chance to get my hands on the Battlefield 6 open beta today. I'm currently recording this video after I've streamed the game twice today. I did a 4-hour stream in the afternoon and my power went out, so my stream crashed, but I went live later on in the evening again, played about another 3 hours, so I've roughly around like 6 to 7 hours in game time, so I feel like I have enough data now where I can share my thoughts or initial impressions on the beta. Just first off, the game's fun to me. Um, it feels really, really polished, especially for a beta. I said this many times on the stream. Like, if the game released in this state, like, it would be fully acceptable. Obviously, there are a few glitches and stuff. Personally, I didn't have many of them, but I know there was a loading screen bug, and you had to restart the game to get rid of that. And then I've seen a couple of people get an invisible gun. But I never had any of this happen to me, so the game felt really smooth to me. I was streaming. I have a 4070 Ti Super, so I was getting around like 140 to 170 FPS while streaming, which is pretty good considering I play on 1440p. The game performance just felt really good overall. There were a few times where I noticed like little micro stutters, but it was nothing terrible at all. But yeah, man, I just had an absolute blast playing this game. I haven't been able to play Battlefield games for hours in absolutely forever. Like, the fact I played this game for like 7 hours today, and only if I wasn't so tired, I would have probably kept playing. The gunplay in this game, I actually quite like the gunplay. I heard a lot of people saying that they didn't like the recoil and thought it was too beamy, but actually, whenever you use the weapons with no attachments, there's actually quite a lot of recoil and kick to the weapons. So whenever they're naked and got no attachments, they're actually pretty hard to control at first. But whenever you level the guns up, and get the attachments on, then they become a lot more laser beamy. But there still is recoil. The attachment system is also pretty cool as well. I kind of like it. I like having a lot of customization on the guns and the maps. In this early access and this weekend's playtest, we have 3 maps to play from. There's 2 kind of urban maps which are pretty CQC on the smaller side. They have no aircraft, it's just tanks and infantry. And then the other map, I think it's called Liberation Peaks, which is more of a battlefield size map. It's larger, it has jets and helis on it as well. Honestly, I liked all 3 of the maps. There were some games on Liberation Peak where it was kind of hard to find infantry sometimes. Like, it kind of felt like both teams were like running on opposite ends of the map. But other games felt fine. I mostly played Conquest. I played like 1 game of Domination, and then a few games of Breakthrough. I did actually get some good clips on Breakthrough. I was farming on that, but I didn't manage to win. I think I played three Breakthrough games. I think I lost all 3, but every single Conquest game I played, I think bar 1 I won, so that was pretty good. The movement, I honestly quite like the movement. Normally, I like all the movement abilities. Like, I like fast pace because I'm running a gun, kind of sometimes a bit too aggressive for my own good. The only thing I would want to see better is adding less ADS sway when jump peeking. The slide does feel a bit slow whenever you're coming from like BF5 and 2042. But honestly, I got used to the movement pretty fast. I do like how it gives you so many options. Like, you have the combat roll, you've got the slide. You can kind of do like a little dolphin dive, but it's nowhere near as strong as it is in Call of Duty. It's kind of more you just sprint and prone, and you kind of just like belly flop, almost is a better word for it. And the classes. So normally I play the assault class because I like playing the class that has like self sustain. like with the med pens and that. So I started off playing the assault class, and I actually didn't like the class at all because you had such little reserve ammo for your primary weapon. I think because it allows you to run the double primary weapons, which I also don't like and think's overpowered, I would remove that from the game. But whenever I was running assault, like I was going on like just little mini kill streaks, like 3, 4 to 5 kills, and I'd just be all out of ammo, and I'd have to like purposely go out of my way to try and find a support player to drop ammo. It was fine whenever I was running with other people in the squad that were running support. But I can imagine if you're solo queuing and you're a good player that goes on kill streaks, assault is really frustrating, like how fast you run out of ammo. So I would definitely tweak that. I would give the assault class more reserve ammo and remove the double primaries. So I actually spent most of my time in the end using the engineer and support class. So on the maps where I felt like the tanks were dominating and the vehicles, I would run the engineer class, and I really like using the RPG. It felt really good with the scope it has on it. You can hip fire too. I was getting quite a few tank busting kills, which was pretty satisfying. And then initially, whenever I used the support class, obviously the support class preferred weapon is the LMG, but I did not like the LMGs at all. The to be fair, I didn't give them much of a chance, but I really didn't want to put myself through the pain of the ADS speed on the LMGs is literally sloth like. It's way too slow. Like I understand that LMGs, they're heavy, they're sluggish, but I mean, come on, man. It like took like a full 2 seconds just to ADS. So I immediately just swapped the LMG off and then put on the carbine. I actually used the M4A1. That might be my favorite gun to use in the game so far. I haven't tried them all yet, but I was beaming with that gun. So once I switched to that, and then you have the med bag and ammo in one, which is really useful. You can throw it down, and then you have your deployable shield, which is actually really good for some quick cover. And then obviously you got your defibs, which are hella fast at reviving people. They honestly, the defibs might be a little bit too strong. Whenever I was streaming earlier, a guy in my team ran past me with the defibs. He like chain res like 3 people within like 1 to 2 seconds. I was like, this is like borderline overpowered. He was resing them so fast. I do like the fast reses. I wouldn't mind if they kept it, but if they nerfed it a little bit, I wouldn't have any complaints either. And then the sniping. So I did use the sniper a little bit, not too much. It was fun to play with. It did feel satisfying. Um, I did find myself getting sniped a lot, especially playing the Liberation Peaks. It's very sniper heavy, and it's kind of very frustrating when you get headshot sniped and you can't be res. Like, I don't really see why they need to have that in the game because it just means there's less teamwork element there. And also, they need to remove the sweet spot as well. I can't tell you the amount of times that I got one bopped out of nowhere, and then I checked, and I'd got body shotted. That happened way too many times. So the recon class actually seems to be pretty strong right now. Um, the snipers are fun to play with, but I think they need to remove the sweet spot and also remove the fact that you can't be res if you get headshot sniped. And it would make it more balanced. I didn't really find myself dying like at all really to the helis and jets. I know they're only on the one map, so I have like a smaller sample size. So I'm not sure if the people like playing in them weren't that good or whether I was just avoiding them. But on infantry, like it didn't seem like you were getting like destroyed by the air support. But I did die a lot to the tanks. I never actually got to use a tank myself, like in the driver's seat. I did hop in them and use like the secondary gunner seat, which was It was pretty fun. I mean, I got a few kills with it and then just hopped out. It's kind of hard for me to comment on the vehicles too much without using them. So I'm more of an infantry main. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are of the beta. Really curious to know, but I'm definitely pleasantly surprised by this game. And I'll definitely be streaming a lot more. So if you guys want to check out my Twitch channel, feel free to stop by the streams. And as always, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
I really like it, Billy. What about you? How you?
Fuck.